Today's lesson is on the element of art called shape. The objectives for the lesson is for you to be able to say, I can organize and develop artistic ideas and work, and also, I can create shapes by drawing the contour or outline of objects. There are also the standards for this lesson listed on the screen. If you would like to, go ahead and read through those standards. So we're going to start out at first with a video here from PBS KQED Art School YouTube channel. And this is their video on the element of shape.
Fruit has played a prominent role in the history of art. It's long been a favorite subject for artists, making still life paintings and drawings. Looking at still lifes of fruit is a useful way of studying how artists approach making shapes. Shape is one of the 7 elements of art, along with line, form, texture, value, space, and color. When the beginning of a line connects with its own end or intersects with another, a shape is formed. In visual art, shapes are flat and are defined by their length and width. In other words, they're two-dimensional. There is an infinite number of shapes, but all fall into one of 2 categories: geometric or organic. Geometric shapes are commonly recognized such as squares, hexagons, rectangles, and circles. Organic shapes are free-form and often one of a kind. Artists learn how to see the world around them as basic shapes. Simplifying objects into geometric and organic shapes makes drawing them easier. Shapes inherit the qualities of the lines that were used to construct them. For instance, this painting by Cezanne has heavy, solid outlines that define the shapes, whereas the fruit in this ink drawing by Manola Rocchi is made up of very soft, fuzzy lines. Each approach to making lines produces different feelings and associations in the viewers. Some artists make oranges that are perfectly round, while others draw or paint every little bump and detail of the skin. The next time you're looking at a painting or drawing, try to notice how the artist is using shape in their work. If you were making a drawing or painting, how would you interpret the objects in front of you? Would you draw them as faithfully as possible? Or would you choose to represent them more abstractly? Practice for yourself by setting up a bowl of fruit and drawing what you see.
So shape can be defined as when the beginning of a line connects with its own end or intersects with another. So let's review. We've been talking about the elements of art, and so far we've learned about line, a mark made by a moving point. And now we want to look at when that line circles back on itself, it becomes a shape. Shapes are flat. They are two-dimensional or 2D. And there are an infinite number of shapes. In contour drawings, Outlines define shapes. So notice in this drawing example, we are not seeing a lot of detail of the actual objects, but rather the outlines of the edges of the objects. Early in his career, Pablo Picasso produced a lot of contour drawings using a single continuous line. And here is one example. In blind contour drawings, you only look at the subject, not your paper. I find blind contour drawings to be a lot of fun because your pictures always come out looking kind of wacky, kind of crazy, and there's really no pressure to create a perfect drawing, but rather the emphasis is on looking at the subject and kind of studying what they look like while not focusing at all on what your drawing is looking like. So here is a demo video I recorded of a blind contour drawing. All right, for our blind contour drawing, I'm going to be drawing this guy right here on my sketchbook, which is right here. But I'm not looking at my sketchbook. I'm actually just looking at the picture, which is on my computer screen. So my sketchbook's over here. I can't see it. I don't know what I'm doing on the sketchbook. Let's go. It's not going to look good, but we're going to have fun, okay? Let's start with the eye. Follow the nose around here. Let's go back up. Maybe the other eye. I'm trying to do this as much as possible without picking up our pen. And you'll notice I'm doing it in marker. And marker, I can't erase it, so I can't fix anything. Oh, I looked. I didn't mean to, guys. It was just the tiniest glance. I didn't actually see it, though. I just thought it looked kind of bad. All right, there we go. Had to come out. Whoa. All right, guys. So here's what you have to aspire to. Try to make your drawing look as good as mine. Have fun. So now you try. Get out your sketchbook and a pencil, pen, or marker. And if you're in class, I will provide you with some markers. However, if you have a pencil or a pen and you want to use that, you may. We're going to do a blind contour drawing in your sketchbook from this portrait. So this is the same picture you just saw me do a blind contour from. We want to spend between 1 to 2 minutes on this drawing. And remember, it's a blind contour, so you don't look at your paper when you draw. So you'll have your Chromebook in front of you with this picture up on your Chromebook, and don't look at your paper. It's kind of tough, but try your best to not even glance. And if you glance once on accident, that's okay. I glanced once in the video. But try your best to just look at the screen and not the picture. For the blind contour, we're focusing on the edges or outlines of the objects. You don't need to worry about shading in or any details, but simply draw the outlines that you see here. And a blind contour is very important because it teaches us how to look at a subject and really study it. Because we're not looking at our paper and we're only focused on the subject, it really trains our eyes on how to look at a subject and create an artwork based on what you see. Try your best not to pick up the pencil while you're doing the blind contour. Having one continuous line is not only a challenge that makes it fun, but it's also going to help you keep track of where you are. Since we're not looking at our paper, if we pick our pen or pencil up, we don't know where we're putting it back down. By using one continuous line, you at least have a kind of idea of where you're working. So you can pull up the slideshow or this video on your Chromebook and put this frame on the screen. And if you're in class, I'm going to set a 2-minute timer. If you're doing this from home, feel free to just go ahead and pause the video here and spend 1 to 2 minutes on this drawing. All right, for our next drawing, we're going to do a contour drawing of this portrait, but not a blind contour, just a regular contour drawing. We're going to spend between 2 and 3 minutes on this drawing. And remember, now you can look at your paper when you draw. You still want to focus most of your attention on looking at the subject, but you are allowed to look between the subject and your paper. And remember, with the contour drawing, we are trying to just get the outlines. We're not worried about shading. We're not worried about coloring. We're mainly worried about the outlines of objects, the outline of the glasses, the outline of the top of her hair, the outline of her jacket, and etc. So if you're in class, we're going to pull up this picture on your Chromebook, and I will set a 3-minute timer. If you are at home, go ahead, pause the video here, and spend between 2 to 3 minutes on this drawing. All right, so what did you guys think of your first 2 contour drawings? I hope you love them, and if you don't, that's okay too. We're going to do a few more contour and blind contour drawings in our sketchbooks. And you will be submitting 2 photographs to Google Classroom for this assignment. And the 2 photographs are going to be one blind contour that you drew and one contour that you drew. So if you'd like, you may submit the 2 images we just did, but I would like you to practice and try a few more as well. You may draw from the images on the following slides, or you may look up images of your own to draw from. So what I have on the rest of my video and on the slideshow here are some images that you may choose to draw from, such as this stool, some fruit, Minecraft guy, a computer chair, a table setting, and some more fruits. So you may pause the video on any of these images, or you may open up my Google Slides presentation called Shape Lesson, which is attached right next to this video, and leave that slide up. Or if you would like to, you may do an image search on your own. So we're going to spend the rest of class doing several contour and blind contour drawings. And do remember that you are going to submit 2 photographs to Google Classroom for the grade for this assignment. So 1 blind contour and 1 contour drawing. All right, have fun and good luck. Happy drawing.